Shalom. All right. Today I'm gonna talk to a little bit about just like being lazy or being idle, cause idle and lazy is kind of close together. Cause you know, lazy is probably the more extreme portion to me, my own self definition. You know, of just being idle, cause you're not really working when you're being idle as well. But just being lazy, and most of the time you're not doing much of nothing. And it's not looked upon here really cool to be idle or lazy. You know, um, the scripture tells us that we should thirst after righteousness. You know, you, when you do adequate work, you know, it develops a thirst. You know what I'm saying? That's because you really put in work, like we say. You know, um, I was raised in Houston, and it's a saying. We use the word grind. You know what I'm saying? But we say grind. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's all kind of sayings for having a grind. You know what I'm saying? Um, but it just means grinding the clock. You know what I'm saying? It just means being busy, being active. It's more positive to be more active, because last thing you want to do is be idle or settle in your walk. You know what I'm saying? It's still a form of laziness. You know what I'm saying? Just a different degree of it. And you know, we got all kind of sayings in Houston. I don't whine, I grind. You know what I'm saying? But it's understood that it's work. You know what I'm saying? And you have to work to get to where you trying to get. You got to work to get in the kingdom. Got to do it. You know what I'm saying? No doubt about it. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no getting around it. So I'm gonna touch bases a little bit here, and I'm gonna come from Proverbs 6. So got a little title up there. I don't mean much of nothing, but it says parental counsel. And it says, "My son, if thou be surety for thy friend, if thou hast stricken thy hand with a stranger, okay, thou art snared with the words of thy mouth, thou art taken up with the words of thy mouth." Before you gonna get into it with anybody, you know what I'm saying? You know, you can't be getting in people affairs. There's so many people. I know testament of two two brothers are no longer with us, and it wasn't they fight on both fronts. R.I.P. Bruce. You know, just some brothers trying to chill. You got these. They went out or whatever. This was in New Orleans. Basically, I'm gonna try to summarize the story real quick. The bottom line, he trying to defend a friend, and friend gets in something. And it's all behind a female. This was all on First 48, and gets into it with some words are exchanged with the female, and that's how most brothers get caught up in foolery. It's some kind of you know female that's at the club, and it's kind of funny because I look at some of their postures and stuff that different people, they so all nowadays. You look on Facebook, that's all you see. I'm so cute, cool, and cute. This and that. Let me tell you something. I had never seen the entire history of them since my little 51 years on this earth. More people. It's just social media is turning into straight up clout. Everything is about clout. You know what I'm saying? You got to show the left hand. You telling the left hand what your right hand doing. You know what I'm saying? And most people get picked off behind that type of stuff. All you got to do is thirsty people sitting up there following people all day long on Facebook, on Instagram, on all these social platforms, following people. You know what I'm saying? And you telling them your every move. You know what I'm saying? You know, Pac said it best, you know what I'm saying? Move in silence, you know what I'm saying? You ought to be moving in silence. Nobody know where you at or what you doing. You draw attention to yourself, you know what I'm saying? And nowadays, that can get you hit, you know what I'm saying? And you can lose your life behind trying to show some clout, I grew up in the era where individuality was different. We used to call it biting if you wanted to be somebody else. That was a act nobody wanted to do. That was something that you didn't want to be caught doing. You didn't want to be caught biting. You know what I'm saying? Because that was frowned upon. You know what I'm saying? That was frowned upon. Man. Nobody wanted to be caught biting. Who wanted to be caught biting, man? Man, it's like, yeah, forget me. Nobody wanted to be caught biting. You know what I'm saying? And you know, it was all about individuality. I had never seen a bunch of people more like sheep before ever in my life. As soon as somebody, you know, eh, you know, just want to have something to tell somebody. All this snitching and self snitching, you know what I'm saying? And just man. And then when somebody put their stuff in there, they on the other side. See, long as they are the producer, you know what I'm saying? The producer, like they say on Martin, you know what I'm saying? The producer. It's all good. Long as they on this side with the screen facing, and they got you on that side, it's cool to tell any story they want, as long as, because it's not on them. Unless some of them do what's one of these moves, they get ill with it. They put themselves with the snitching. They'll go back this way. You know what I'm saying? And just snitch out. And I'm not saying sometimes you just don't want to get involved like this scripture is trying to say. Don't be getting in the word, but back to Bruce. You know, some words exchange. Two dudes get it in, her boyfriend and the friend of Bruce get in. It's stomping or whatever. They give it a little shoving match and all this old things of that nature. And the next thing you know, the man Bruce come out. He trying to be the peacemaker in the incident, and he the one get hit. They did make it to jail, the girl and the dude. Just to sum it up. But you know what, man? I see that mother every year. You know, and at a loss, and that family at a loss. They don't bring them back because somebody's in jail. You know, straight up. It's just sad. And me, I'm from that old law. I'll tell you right now, you gonna need this renewed testament. But I'm from this old law. If you touch one of mine, I'm just saying. Touch one of mine. I'm from that old law. I'm gonna tell you right now. Some people want to call the law of Moses and call it what you want to. But I know that scripture is very clear. Brim for brim, eye for an eye, and a tooth for a tooth. You understand what I'm saying? If you think you're going to come over here with that foolishness, I'm tell you, it's kind of like Russia right now. Russia look like they done bit off more than they could chew. They still ain't hit them areas. Them boys is holding it down. You know what I'm saying? The boys got to fight in them, And you best believe we going to fight. It ain't going to be no easy occupation. You understand what I'm saying? Straight up. And put that down now. I don't put no ring mark on my death. But let's get to it. But like I say, at the end of the day, that family still suffers. You know what I'm saying? Behind the loss of a loved one, behind somebody. I'm so cool. Look at my hair. I got it from the best horse that they had in the stable. You know what I'm saying? You gonna get down and sit down somewhere like the old folks say. Sit down somewhere. You know what I'm saying? And I'll tell you what, you can buy anything nowadays. Anyway, let's go back to what it was. You better hope that they don't have one of them issues that a bad lot or something got put out. And did you buy hair from with lot such be a part of one of them little law, one of them little legal where you can sue. You know what I'm saying? I can't think of it right now. Be a part of one of them messing around. You don't know what you putting in your head and what's that made from. Anyway, let's just go and jump down to. Let's just go on. 6 and 4. Give not sleep to thine eyes, nor slumber to thine eyelids. It's not saying don't sleep, but at the same time, you should be busy. You should be, making valuable moves with your time. You know what I'm saying? You should be making sure for you and your loved ones. You should be making sure that you are providing and leaving a legacy, because it's a righteous thing to leave a legacy for your children, and your grandchildren. You know what I'm saying? And and to get it, sometimes it requires a little bit of work. And I know people out there working 2 jobs right now. You know what I'm saying? And they got a grind. You know, Sister Diva and my oldest boy Darius, they on 2 jobs. My shots out to you. You know what I'm saying? I work a side job, but side hustle. We would say, put it like that. But mine, I could turn it on, turn it off. You know what I'm saying? But them boys and girls that's punching that clock. You know what I'm saying? Man, right on, y'all. I'm my old soldier. This body that didn't do it. You know what I'm saying? I think I'm ready for that. You know what I'm saying? But people that's doing it, you know what, man, making it happen. You know what I'm saying? And that's the same thing, during this walk. You know what I'm saying? Having a word for people, studying this word, being able to deliver this word. You know what I'm saying? Staying diligent. You know what I'm saying? With your work, with your ministry, as well as your regular work. Shouts out to anybody that's doing that. You know what I'm saying? Don't give too much slumber to your eyelids. You know what I'm saying? Don't be, and it says, deliver thyself as a roe from the hand of a hunter, or as a bird from the hand of the fowler. That when I tell you what, when that roe is out there and that man got that gun or that crossbow, you better not miss it, because I'm gonna tell you, man, them deals can turn on a dime, and they can move. You know what I'm saying? Better not miss. That's all I can say. Same thing, them boys be out there shooting them ducks and stuff. Hey, man, they be in the paper, they scatter, boy. Good luck, you know what I'm saying? It's every bird for itself, every roe for itself, you know what I'm saying? It says, go to the ant, thou slugger. Consider her ways and be wise. See, the ant, let me tell you something. An ant got to grind harder than a bee. They always say be busy as a bee. I'm busy as a bee right now, but I tell you what, want to know who the true soldier? That ant. See, in the summertime, that ant putting in work. And for the harvest, sure enough putting in work. An ant will be working. You will see, I know sometimes you see the ants got something, they carrying something, you know what I'm saying? Nobody got to tell them to work. It's in their DNA. We ain't got to have no leaders out there. The queen, they do it for the queen to a degree, but you know what? Nobody got to tell them to get up and move grain or move whatever that they find. You know what I'm saying? Nobody got to tell them to. They just do it. And you know what? They do it daytime and night. The moon be out there. They be steady bringing product, baby. they on the grind. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing. Some people trying to make this word be a part of their life, and they not stopping. You understand what I'm saying? They make work all day to provide a living, but for their family. But you know what? They stay and burn the midnight oil and come up here and be able to give some verses. You know what I'm saying? To do the work of the kingdom, all doing kingdom work. You know what I'm saying? And they staying busy. Never, whine about your grind. Make it happen. You know what I'm saying? Make it happen. Be like the ant. Make it happen, because the ant sure ain't playing. You know what I'm saying? And you know, it's saying, go to the ant, thou sluggard. Let's look at some more scripture with this sluggard. You know, go to Proverbs 10th chapter. Stay in Proverbs. I think I'm on Proverbs 10 and 26. It says, as vinegar to teeth and smoke to eyes, so is the sluggard to them that sin them. Ooh, man. You know what? Vinegar is not good for your teeth, and smoke in your eyes, it bothers you because you're going to be like this the whole time. Smoke, you know, Most High say, I can show you a scripture where the Most High, it just come to mind real quick. You know, this wasn't a part of my my little situation that I some notes I put together, but we're gonna do it. You know, especially these. You know, and this goes out to some of these church folk, cause there's some church folk out there. When you're too churchy and you're not actually doing the commandments, you know, you just all churchy. You know what I'm saying? You know, your mind up in heaven, so like you know, like the saying, your mind up in heaven, so much that you ain't no earthly good. You know what I'm saying? But you ain't doing the commandments. You talking. You know, and this is a smoke, but this in your eyes. But the Most High, I'm gonna show you on the opposite side. This is Yeshayahu, Isaiah 65 and 1. I am sought of them that ask for me, that ask not for me. I am found of them that sought me not. I said, behold, behold me, unto a nation that was not called by my name. I have spread out my hands all day unto a rebellious people, which walk in the way that was not good after their own thought. You know, we got people nowadays, they wanna like try to they wanna like try to use conductive reasoning. You know what I'm saying? Instead of just do what the commandments say, they trying to find a way out of them or a gray area or something so they can. You know what? That's not cool. You know, almost like the Pharisees, just like the Pharisees, pretty much. Yeshua had the Yahushua or Yahusha, you know, or some of y'all know it's Jesus, had to get with them boys. And ultimately he said them boys was mouth was like an open sepulcher, an open tomb full of dead man's bones. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't bringing life. You know, and every time somebody being rebellious, you go after your own thoughts instead of, you know, and I hear people try to justify certain things, you know, because it's a lot of 'em out there. You know, they grew to like these other different meats and stuff before they got on with the Most High and know you can't get it in no more. You know, I love them scrimps. That's it, them scrimps. Them fat ones, get the big ones, the big scrimps. You know what I'm saying? The shrimps. You know what I'm saying? And that pork meat. You know what I'm saying? Or poke, as they say, that poke. You know what I'm saying? They can't get past. They can't go worship the Most High because they can't. And then you let the Most High know that that pig or that scrimp is above him, or that catfish is above him, because you won't get rid of it. You'll find every excuse to still indulge in that. And then when you get sick from these things, then you want to come to the Most High and you want a miracle and you want a blessing. You know what I'm saying? And that's the sickening part about it. But let's continue on. And go after your own thoughts, what you think. We didn't create this world. We didn't create ourselves. So he owns us. You know what I'm saying? You give praise to the Most. Of the scripture say, let everything have breath. Praise ye Yah. You know what I'm saying? Praise ye the Lord, as the scripture say. You gonna give praise to Yah. That's a Y right here up on my forehead right there. That makes a Y. This is an A and this is an H right here. You know what I'm saying? Every time you breathe out this nostril, and because the breath is his. You know what I'm saying? And that breath gonna return back to him that you breathe. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, the scripture is very clear. And Yah formed man from the dust of the earth and breathed into his nostrils, and man became a living soul. That's Genesis or Bereshit chapter 2. I think that's the 9th verse, but you can start at 6 and then work your way back. You know what I'm saying? Work your way up, actually. You know what I'm saying? and get that. You know what I'm saying? That breath gonna go back to the Creator. That very breath He breathed into Adam. You know what I'm saying? A people that provoked me to anger continually to my face, that sacrifice in garden and burn incense upon altars of brick, which remain among the graves and lodge in monuments. A lot of these monuments today are these church homes, these churches. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them. And a lot of people are spiritually dead. You know what I'm saying? But they physically walking around. You know, in Proverbs also it says, the man that wandereth out of the way of understanding is in the congregation of the dead. See, when you don't got no understanding, you in the congregation of the dead. You understand what I'm saying? It's just bad like that. You know what I'm saying? And it says that lodge in monuments and eat swine's flesh and the broth of abominable things in their vessels. You know what I'm saying? You see that? Eating swine's flesh. Ain't that something? You got some jokers say, well, that was the Old Testament and the New Testament. No. I'm not going to go to Isaiah, the 66th chapter, and see what's going to happen to these very, very people. You understand what I'm saying? But, you know, there's the people, the church, good old church folk. Behold, it is written before me, I will not keep silence, but I will recompense even into their bosom. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be a day. You understand what I'm saying? There ain't going to be no shucking and cooning, and ain't going to be no, Most High ain't going to be taking your game that you trying to give them. Oh, you see, I wouldn't ain't going to be none of that on Judgment Day. You understand what I'm saying? I'm in Isaiah 66 chapter, because we still dealing with these people. You know what I'm saying? This is Isaiah Yeshayahu 66 and 15. For behold, the Most High will come with fire and with chariots like a whirlwind to render his anger with fury and his rebuke with flames of fire. For by fire and by sword will Yah plead with all flesh, and the slain of Yah shall be many. So it sounds like he gonna be playing. He gonna be putting people with that sword, with that fire. Okay, let's see what these people eating right here. Let's see what they're eating. It says that sanctify themselves. He didn't say that they were sanctified. And purify themselves in the garden behind one tree in the midst, eating swine's flesh and the broth of the mouse. This time it said the broth of the mouse, or that game food, that raccoon, that possum. See what I'm saying? Squirrel. Man, Uncle John used to always say a squirrel ain't nothing but a mouse with a pretty tail. See what I'm saying? And we'll be consumed together, saith the Lord. Saith the Lord. You know what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? Saith Yah. So we can't be dealing like that. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's a smoke in the eyes. If you send a slugger somewhere to do some work for you, you're going to be disappointed. Oh, man, you're going to be mad. It's going to be like vinegar to your teeth. It's going to be not cool. Smoke to your eyes. Or smoke to your nose, like the Most High was saying. Like there was a smoke to his nose. Let's get another one up here in Proverbs. Let's go to Proverbs. Stay in Proverbs. Let's get the 15th verse. 15th chapter is what I want. 15:19. It says, the way of the slothful man is as a hedge of thorns, but the way of the righteous is made plain. See? A slothful man, a lazy person, it ain't nothing but, man, you ever just seen a lazy person, how much they have to go through being lazy? You do double the work. Your path is messed up. But it said the righteous are made plain. Is made plain. You know, the Most High give you a grind, you know, that will provide for you, your children, and your children's children. Because everybody got something that can make them prosperous in this thing, or given talents and abilities. but most people won't find it because they are slothful man or woman, or a slugger, as the scriptures say. You know what I'm saying? So, but when you doing it, most High gonna make you successful. You'll be successful and you'll be given favor. Let's keep some more, dropping some more of these jewels up in this Proverbs, man. I'm gonna go to 19 this time. And this chapter covered a whole lot about being lazy. Want to make me step my grind. Slothfulness cast into a deep sleep, and an idle soul shall suffer hunger. See, slothfulness, being lazy, that's all you're gonna be. All you gonna do is sleep. That's what a lazy person do. All they want to do is sleep. They can't wait to sleep. Everything is about sleeping to them. Everything is about sleeping to them. That's all they want to do is sleep. And that's what, yeah, and that's all they want to do is sleep. Slothfulness cast into a deep sleep. That's all they professional sleepers. You know what I'm saying? And an idle soul shall suffer hunger. You know what I'm saying? Somebody being idle, you don't want to like go and do better for yourself. You just want to, you comfortable with, you're gonna be in a dead end, like being in a dead end job. You got the skills to do better, but you'll stay at a place because you just, you know that's just comfortable for you. But being idle, you got to progress your whole life. You can't just like stay in no place that's that's like that. You know what I'm saying? You gotta move on. Man, there's a lot of jewels in here. Let me go to the next. I'm gonna go to 20. Proverbs 20 and 13. It says, "Love not sleep, lest thou come to poverty. Open thine eyes, and thou shalt be satisfied with bread." You know, you can't just love sleep that to the point where like a sloth or a sluggard person. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying you shouldn't sleep because because I'm gonna show you a scripture that say a hard worker man is gonna get good sleep. You know what I'm saying? But but you can't just love sleep like that. Some people they'll sleep. The kingdom come won't do nothing. And then they always talking about what they gonna do, what they gonna do. They ain't gonna do nothing but be close to their bed. You know what I'm saying? They ain't gonna leave no legacy. They just gonna be work ain't gonna get done. Say let's all come to poverty. You know, love not sleep, cause you gonna mess around being poverty. What the scripture said. Open thine eyes, and thou shalt be satisfied with bread. You know what I'm saying? Apply your grind. You know what I'm saying? Hard work. Gonna be satisfied with bread. Gonna have that money. You know what I'm saying? Stay in Proverbs one more time. No, I messed around with the Psalms. Let's go back to Proverbs. Proverbs 26 and 14. Oh man. Let's go to 13. It said, "The slothful man said, there is a lion in the way, and the lion is in the streets." You know what I'm saying? he gonna try to find an excuse. In other words, he gonna try to find an excuse not to do something. You know what I'm saying? As the door turneth upon its hinges, so do it a slothful man upon his bed. Like a door, door open and close. You know what I'm saying? That man gonna be going to bed. You know what I'm saying? That's all he gonna do. And it says the slothful hide his hand in his bosom, and it grieved him to bring it again to his mouth. They want to stay with their hands in their pocket. You know what I'm saying? This chilling with their hands in their pocket. Don't want to do no work. 16. The sluggard is wiser than his own consent, than 7 men that can render a reason. You know, a sloth, a sluggard, he's wise in his own mind. You know what I'm saying? Then seven men, and can render a reason why he can't or she can't do this. What's It's an excuse. You know what I'm saying? Every time, every time, you can look for this person to do that. And go to Proverbs 4. Man, it's a lot of jewels in this, man. Man, one thing you don't want to be lazy on your grind, man. Proverbs 4 and 23. It says, keep thy heart with all diligence, for out of it are the issues of life. You know, we have to keep our heart with all diligence. You know what I'm saying? You know, we can't get off our our some people say God chosen mission on this earth, to do the different things we supposed to do. We gotta guard it. We gotta guard our heart and our mind. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes your heart is understood in Hebraic understanding that your heart is also your mind. And you gotta guard it. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you have to be careful. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta stay on the path in this walk. Then I'm gonna go to Ecclesiastes real quick. Ecclesiastes 5 and 12. And I'm gonna show you this. The sleep of a laboring man is sweet, whether he eat a little or much. It says, but the abundance of the rich will not suffer him to sleep. A laboring man is sweet. You know what I'm saying? The sleep of a laboring man is sweet. You know what I'm saying? Man, they gonna hit the pillow, boom. That's generally how I am. It ain't gonna take long. Cause I'm always doing something. Always, from the time I wake up to the time I go to bed. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I got the Ruth Williams in me. That was my great grandmother. She was always known to be busy. You know what I'm saying? But sleep to me is sweet. You know what I'm saying? And you could be so tired, you can work yourself to where you eat little or much, and you gonna be out of there. But the abundance of the rich will not suffer him to sleep. So, the more money you get, the more people you gotta take care of, more things you gotta do. So you're gonna always be on the grind. You know what I'm saying? It's always good to stay busy, stay motivated. Go back to the scripture. Let's go back to let's go to 7. Because we already talked about the ant. 7. The ant don't have no guide, no overseer, or no ruler. Like I said, the ant just know the work. Nobody got to tell it what to do. It know how to fall in, do a particular job. Provided her meat in the summer and gather her food in the harvest. You can, like I say, that ant will be, if it's grain out there available, it's a meal out there, and there's a lot out there, they'll work all day, and even when it get dark, and by moonlight, increasing their storehouse. You know what I'm saying? Period. And it says, how long wilt thou sleep, O sluggard? When wilt thou arise out of thy sleep? It asks you a question. How long you gonna sleep? You know what I'm saying? How long you gonna be idle? And a sluggard always gonna say, yet a little sleep, a little slumber, a little folding of the hands to sleep. You know what I'm saying? And y'all gonna be just like this. Folding hands just like that. Boom. That's what they gonna do. But on the other side of of the situation. If you don't work, them creditors gonna come knocking at the door. You know what I'm saying? Them creditors gonna. I'm gonna pause it. All right, give me something to drink. Oh man, but I'm getting ready to talk about 11, verse 11, poverty. Because if you don't work, see them bill collectors for the come, the repos for the come. There's a whole lot of reasons why you need to work. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, some people do the work double time. You know what I'm saying? Another one I can think of, Mom Bill. Mom Bill, Mom Bill, she had a vision. She had a certain house she wanted. Man, she worked 2 jobs for a long time, man. Well, she just, she had some years where she just banged out on the job, man. Still kept her church up, kept her family up. The Most High made a way. See, when you work in these type of jobs, but I did have a job that worked some long, long hours. I was in the military plus let's drive a cement truck, mixer truck. Even though I was still able to go to church, I was still able to do the things I needed to do. Like the Most High knew how to make my sleep straight where I can get the sleep I needed and can continue on, you know what I'm saying? It was like provisions there, And, because on the other side, on the opposite side, this poverty thing is going to happen if you don't. And like I say, the Most High gives us things to make us prosperous. Ideas, skills, that our skills make us prosperous, and things of that nature. So yeah, man, we can be paid. You know what I'm saying? We can get paid while we're here and leave a legacy, like the scriptures say. But you can't do it in the bed. You know what I'm saying? I can't do it in the bed. Okay, and definitely not staying. And idleness is not good neither. Idleness is another form of being lazy. It's just I'm not gonna do nothing. I'm up and I'm moving around, but I'm not doing much. See, like I should be moved on from 3 years ago. I should be further into this word, further into getting these scriptures applied to my life, using some of these principles in everyday life more now than 3 years ago. You see what I'm saying? And that's the way, because idleness is not good. Okay, let's look at 11. So shall thy poverty come as one that travaileth, and thy want as an armed man. Let's look at a little bit of scripture about this poverty, how it's gonna come up on you. Because when you don't get on your grind, you don't do your work. You know what I'm saying? Poverty gonna come up on you real quick. You're gonna look up, and man, the repo man out there. You know what I'm saying? This bill ain't get paid. That bill ain't gonna pay. You be working hard, Jack. Uh-oh. Proverbs 20. Let's see, 20. Yeah, I think it's 13, that one. It says, love not sleep, lest thou come to poverty. Open thine eyes, and thou shalt be satisfied with bread. You can't just love sleep like that. The Most High will help you sleep straight and pure, and man, you'll wake up like you ain't gotta even be sleep long, but feel like you slept all night, slept your 8-9 hours. You know what I'm saying? Period. You know what I'm saying? He said, love not sleep, lest our poverty come. Because if you sleeping too much, poverty coming. You know what I'm saying? Open that eyes. You know what I'm saying? Wake up. And thou shalt be satisfied with bread. The Most High got to work for us to do. And you'll be satisfied with bread. I'm going to drop down to 24. It says, man's goings are of the Most High. How can a man then understand his own way? See, when the Most High got you. You know what I'm saying? He gonna send you where you need to go. He gonna instruct you places where you need to be. You know what I'm saying? He gonna make doors open for you. You know what I'm saying? To where you can, like you say, leave yourself, leave your children a legacy, and not be running around here suffering. You can be a lender instead of a borrower. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's pretty cut and dry. Let's look at Proverbs 24 real quick. They're gonna still stand Proverbs 24 and 33. Yet a little sleep, a little slumber, and the folding of the hands to sleep. So shall thy poverty come as one travaileth, and thy want as an armed man. You see what I'm saying? Now, this done said it twice. We done got this scripture twice. And a whole nother scripture. You know what I'm saying? We done got this scripture twice. That's the old. Let's try this Proverbs 10 and 4. And this is a good scripture. This third one. Let's try this. Our 3. Proverbs 10 and 3. It says, "The Most High will not suffer the soul of the righteous to be famished." You're not gonna be famished. You know what I'm saying? The Most High gotta do the work, but He casteth away the substance of the wicked. Then the ones gonna have to worry. He becometh poor that dealeth with a slack hand. You know what? A slack hand, not hardly doing nothing, you're going to become poor. But the hand of the diligent make it rich. You know what? When we try to keep these commandments and we come back to the commandments, to the covenant of the Most High, and we start learning how to come back and do these particular things, hey, we start being successful. Bottom line. When we become diligent to do that, it makes us rich. That's how you, and in the first 6 Proverbs are so important, to get little jewels to be successful, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what to say. Proverbs 13. And see how we just dropping jewels from Proverbs and Ecclesiastes. All the scriptures we've been really getting in. We just dropping jewels from this bad boy. You know what I'm saying? Proverbs 13 and 4. The soul of the sluggard desired and have nothing. You know what? That is so true. The person that wants something, they don't want to work for it though. It's like at my job, I drive trucks. I drive a route. And you got these guys who want to stay on the clock, but they don't want how to do no work. So they want you to come on there and run a few stops for them or whatever. But hey, you got your route up. You done what you needed to do. You satisfied with your thing. But they always desire you to do something. You know what I'm saying? That's how a sluggard do. But a person with that type of mentality, being idle, not applying these scriptures, not keeping your prayers like you're supposed to, talking to the Most High, meditation, you know what I'm saying? Not doing your meditation, for instance, you know what I'm saying? Not talking to the Most High, not praying, not fasting, not doing the work, not trying to learn something. All that's like being a sluggard. Because this walk, you got to do something every day. You and I got to do something every day. Period. But the sluggard always wants something, but they don't have nothing because they ain't activate their grind. You know what I'm saying? I think they'll make me a shirt. Activate your grind. Some kind of way put it to that. Activate, activate your grind. Something like that. I'm going to put that on a T-shirt. But the soul of the diligent shall be made fat. See that? The soul of the diligent shall be made fat. That one working them 2 jobs, they getting double the portion. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's a grind, and you be tired. You know what? I salute you. I was in Uncle Sam's army. It was a 24-hour thing. I've been deployed. Well, you work around the clock. You know what I'm saying? I understand. I done that. You know what? I worked a job. I worked something 90. One time with William Brothers, I worked 90-some hours in a week. You know what I'm saying? Like 96 hours. You know, so I know about it. You know, but at the same time, you know, I'm not saying be a person because you know sometimes you gotta take a vacation. You know what I'm saying? Believe me, I'm getting me a vacation together now. I'm telling you right now. You might can see it on my screen. I ain't gonna say it's all work and no play. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, we gotta have a daily grind for the not trying to contradict the scriptures. You know what I'm saying? You know, because I have worked hard. You know, the spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. I don't work. I've been wanting to do more, and I don't work myself that I can't do no more. You know what I'm saying? I'm a human being. You know what I'm saying? But man, you're never gonna be you're never gonna be disappointed if you're doing the work for the Most High. Though. Proverbs 20:4. The sluggard would not plow by reason of the cold. See, on a cool day, people tell you. I got witnesses that'll tell you. It can be 30 something degrees. I'll be outside. I'll be outside in them yards. Straight up. Getting them done. You know what I'm saying? I do what I have to do. You know what I'm saying? See? And like I said, I want a spring garden. So I'm doing the work now. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter if it's cold right now. Like today I was outside about about 5 hours out there. You know what I'm saying? It says, therefore shall he beg in the harvest. See, he didn't want to plow when it was cold, getting the soil ready for your spring garden. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people get their compost, they dropping it in, they tilling. They may not be planting nothing right now, but they tilling that soil, they preparing that soil. See, that's what you're doing right now. Cause see, March you getting ready for the dance. You know what I'm saying? If you want to eat, but see, when it was cold, the slugger, that joker, man, it's cold out there. Got his hand, how the scripture earlier says, hands folded, his hands folded. I can see him, his hands folded. Man, it's cold out there. Man, you know how cold it is out there. You know what I'm saying? He said, "We're not plowed by the reason of the cold, but uh, therefore thou shalt he beg in the harvest and have nothing." You know what I'm saying? Because he haven't done nothing. You know what I'm saying? Scripture's very clear here. That's all I'm gonna do. That's all I'm gonna touch. You know what I'm saying? This I'm gonna drop a word real quick. Let me see something. Throw in the word idle in the search engine. Just we know every idle word gonna be. You know this kind of man. Yeah, that's it. That's the one I want. Last one. Proverbs 19 and 15. Slothfulness casts into a deep sleep, and an idle soul shall suffer hunger. I want to go back to that. Man, that's what you can expect. That's what you can expect. You're not going to eat. And this is serious. This is very serious, you know? Very, very serious. We got to apply pressure to the enemy's kingdom, to whether Hashatan or negative forces, you know what I'm saying? Forces that come to do negative in your life, you know what I'm saying? We got to apply pressure by doing what's right to deflect those things. Staying in the right type of mind, staying hungry. Yeah, finding time and all that we doing to provide, still hold it down. You don't know how many lessons I sometimes just play and just hear the scriptures in one ear. I'll plug up one ear, or when I got 5 minutes or 10 minutes to read a scripture or two. You know what I'm saying, and try to apply it. You know what I'm saying, and just sometimes I get up early and I can't sleep. You know what I'm saying. I come and I do it. I got two more prepared. You know what I'm saying. Got a whole nother lesson prepared. You know what I'm saying. Got a whole nother lesson prepared. This one ready to go. You know, it talks about the mouth of the righteous. The righteous. You know what I'm saying. That's my next one. You know, I think it's Proverbs 10 and 11. You know what I'm saying. I'm already got another one I'm lining up that's already done. Basically, pretty much done. I can add on to it if I want to. But I was going to come from this verse right here. The mouth of the righteous man is a well of life, but violence covering the mouth of the wicked. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's life with the mouth of a righteous man. You know what I'm saying? That's my next one. See? And I really already got another one on the other side of that one. So constantly trying to do the work, constantly trying to provide understanding. You know what I'm saying? I want y'all to have a blessed day. Today is not the Sabbath day, but I am going to say shalom, you know, to everybody out there. You know, shout out to those hard workers. You know, Sister Diva, Darius. You know what I'm saying? My oldest boy. Man, y'all working them hours. Y'all putting it down. You know, man, doing hair, one doing hair and working at the airport, and my son doing his two jobs. You know what I'm saying? Hey, and also I want y'all to continue to pray for Sister Michelle as well, because that was her son, one of the sons I was, Brother Bruce, that I was talking about, and you know, who else out there? Also, shout out to my assembly that I go to. I was able to attend on the Sabbath day. I had a good time. Pastor Micah Hall and Assistant Pastor Thomas Hall at United Kingdom Work Ministry. So I was able to make it down there for that. Sister Gilletta got a birthday. Happy 47th birthday. You know what I'm saying? And got a little cuz getting ready to have a birthday soon. So, you know, it's a lot of people having life celebrations when they're getting older and making milestones, you know what I'm saying? So, y'all keep these people in your prayers. I thank everybody, you know. So I'm going to say Shabbat Shalom. All praise to the Most High. And long live the King, Yahushua HaMashiach. Some of y'all know it's Jesus Christ, the Son of the Creator. Shalom.